I flew too close to the sun. I picked the wrong fucking guy. I went up to him, did my business, lifted the leg. And I'm like, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, and we're walking. Then I hear, yo, motherfucker! Shit. Maybe he's talking to himself. Man, I know you just fought over here. I'm like, oh shit. Sir, there's no way. I'm wearing a shirt and tie. Guys in ties don't fart on the train. It's a fact. Man, what the fuck? What do you mean? You eat it? Put me to some shit. That's something awful. Like, oh my god. I'm like, listen, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't know what you're talking about. Finally, the train pulls at the Penn Station, so I'm going to make a connection. And I'm walking through Penn Station, and all of a sudden I hear, man, did they you fought on that train? And this guy is following me, like Terminator, like knocking people out of the way, kicking people and shit. So I'm like, I start running, and as I'm running, I see my ex-girlfriend from high school. So I'm like, do I say hi to her? Do I ignore her? What's the nice thing to do? In that moment that it took me that I hesitated, he caught up to me, and he's standing between me and my ex-girlfriend. He's like, you know this guy? To my ex-girlfriend, you know this guy? She's like, yeah. Like, you know he fought on trains and shit? And he turns to me, he's like, man, just admit it. Just admit you fought on that train. You would not let me do this. So I admitted it. I'm like, fine. If it'll make you go away, I farted on the train. And that's why I moved to LA. I couldn't do that every day. People always ask me, what do you think of LA? How do you like it? I think LA is like the most beautiful girl you've ever seen in your life, who's got tons of money, and then you get close to it, she smells like the Jersey Turnpike. That's what I think of LA. I used to hate it so much that I used to watch 24 and root for the terrorists. People are just too fucking happy. There's no reason to ever be as happy as people constantly are. That's why I like when it rains there. It wipes the smile off their faces. It sets them back to reality. The one thing they're not happy about, though, is Mexicans. They have no problem being racist against Mexicans. Mexicans this, Mexicans that. And I moved there. What is the big fucking deal? We got tons of Mexicans in New York. We just call them Puerto Ricans. It sounds so much nicer. I'd say the turning point came when a doctor told me I need to be smoking more marijuana. It was for my road rage, though, so I don't know how that worked out. But doctors got me on weed and Adderall, so I concentrated really hard on doing nothing. No one acts their age in LA either. Every party, it's a theme party. They can't have a regular party. They have a theme party. They send out these obnoxious Evites, like scotch and cigarettes. We're having a Mad Men party. God forbid you show up without a fucking skinny tie and a black suit to that party. You'll be an average. They won't even serve you drinks. You may as well just go home. It's ridiculous. That should be optional. We're not 5 years old anymore. I mean, they think it's added incentive to come to their party. Like, I want to spend my Saturday at TJ Maxx battling unwed pregnant teenage mothers and hipster douchebags for the right pair of blue sweatpants so I don't feel out of place at your Smurf Christmas party. Or do they think I can just, go out and buy things that I'm never going to wear again, like I'm fucking Mariah Carey. Fucking feather boa, let's do it. Or, third option, they think that I have a closet full of crazy fucking costumes. Oh wow, fucking white trash party attended by 50 assholes from Beverly Hills. Great. Fucking great, man. Yeah, let me get my Marlboro embroidered denim jacket and my fucking cowboy boots. Gonna make a real splash this time. Maybe I'll even write something clever on the Evite. It's great. There's no good pizza in LA, obviously, that's the first thing everyone says. But I still eat the pizza there because it makes me sick. I like to eat things that I know will give me diarrhea just so I can feel something. Just so I can have something to do. So when my friends call and ask what I'm doing, I have an answer that doesn't involve Charles in Charge reruns. There's no jobs. Jobs are tough to come by. Not that it would matter, because anytime I get a job, I find a way to fuck it up anyway. I've actually recently just started getting fired before I even actually get the job, just to save the time. Like the other day, I was coming out of the supermarket, and one of those Planned Parenthood girls was standing there, and she's like, "Can you take a moment to talk about reproductive rights?" I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking love reproductive rights." So we're talking reproductive rights, and eventually she offers me a job. She's like, "Hey, you want to come work for us?" I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be great. Can you pay me in Plan B pills?" Let's just say I didn't get that job. Yeah, I fucked up so many jobs in LA that the Knicks just hired me as a consultant.
Cheap that guy.
I'm not going to take a job, though. I just got this sweet government job. I don't know what it is I do for them exactly, but I get a check in my apartment every 2 weeks, so Get food stamps as a bonus. Which is great. For those of you who didn't get that, it means I'm unemployed. It sucks, man. Fucking too poor to dream right now. Ever have that? I had a dream the other night, just me sitting in my kitchen eating Taco Bell. And it wasn't even like one of those fake kitchens, it's like it is your kitchen, but it's not your kitchen. No, this is my actual fucking kitchen, and I'm sitting eating Taco Bell. And then my next dream, I just drove my Pontiac to the mall, my friend with my roommate. My actual car, actual mall. No creativity in my dreams anymore. It's hard. Oh, man. But the government, I don't feel that bad taking government money. They can afford to pay me. I read recently that they spent about almost $100,000 studying cocaine's effect on monkeys. This is true. The study concluded that the monkeys just stayed up all night talking about their childhoods and making plans to go hiking early the next morning. I love you guys so much. We're going to do it, right? We're going to do it? Yeah, we're going to do it. We're hiking, right? I noticed the drug party culture in LA is very different from New York also. In New York, it's like you'll be at a party, you walk into a bathroom, and there's some girl hunched over a sink with a tampon applicator up her nose, like, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking asshole. What the fuck's wrong with you? In LA, it's like you're at a party sitting in a big room and the gay friend comes in. Everyone's like, the gay friend. The gay friend's like, who wants the booger sugar? Let's fucking party, guys. Speaking of things that make you hate yourself, anyone see The Blind Side? The movie? Yeah, it's actually, this is a true story. When I was about 6 years old, my parents adopted a 17-year-old black kid who was an all-American basketball player, just like the movie. It was really sweet. I loved the movie. You know, it was a little long though, and I fell asleep before the ending. But I figured, I lived it. I'm assuming it ended the same way. I'm assuming the kid started selling crack to make some extra money, and then threatened Sandra Bullock's life when she confronted him about it. And is that doing 25 to life in Sing Sing? Is that how it? Did anyone see it? Did you see it? It's not into my family. Well, let's talk about some real movies. Anyone remember Faces of Death? No? The most savage video ever captured. You couldn't even get it in stores. You had to blow a homeless guy or go to your video store. It was the only non-porno in the porno section of the video store, behind the saloon doors. You could get it. And it was so... it was so taboo. But now you watch a basic cable, Channel 9 at 11 o'clock at night. They got video, extreme video. Guys riding their dirt bikes into wood chippers and stuff. Fucking mixed Faces of Death, like Sex and the City 2. Or as I call it, Lawrence of Her Labia. Oh, I hate fucking Sex and the City. Well, speaking of horror shows, that show ruined more young girls than Roman Polanski. It's terrible. It ruined dating for everybody. I was at a bar recently, I saw a girl wearing a shirt that said, I'm such a carry. I was like, oh, so you're a materialistic bitch with poor money management skills and inflated ego. Please, will you please go out with me? Come on, kid, what do you say? That was always the most perverse part of that show for me, is Mr. Big always calling her kid. I mean, she was fucking 50 years old by the time he married her. And also in the last episode we find out what his last name is, don't we, ladies? There's other ladies, guys, just, earmuffs, check your Blackberries. What was his name? John. As in a man who pays prostitutes for sex. That should tell us all we need to know about our friend Carrie Bradshaw. Where was I? What was I thinking right now? Bear with me for a second. Right. Dating. So, dating in LA is fucking weird. All the girls are crazy. Within 5 minutes, they'll always ask you what your zodiac sign is. Unironically. They really want to know what your zodiac sign is, because that is the key to unlocking everything about your personality. They don't need to talk to you at all. They just need to know that you're a Gemini. Yeah, you're a Gemini. Ew, you believe in bullshit. Actually, I learned a lot from dating in LA. I dated a girl who requested that I choke her during sex. I had never heard of anything like this before. I was so confused. I was like, why do you want me to choke you? You weren't even misbehaving. You weren't talking back to me. I eventually did it, though, just because she was so fucking annoying. It was ridiculous. In all seriousness, though, I'm not for battering women. I think that's one of the most despicable things a man can do. In fact, I almost got into my first fight ever defending a battered woman. I was riding my bike on the beach in LA. I was stoned. That's my favorite thing to do, is to get really high and ride my bike on the beach. So I'm riding along, I got my headlight flashing, because that's the law in LA, you gotta have your headlight. And I see in the parking lot by the beach, this guy and this girl are arguing, and this guy just winds up and punches her right in the stomach, like a real, like Mike Tyson punch-out body blow. And I was like, holy shit. So I rode my bike over to them, my headlight flashing, looking all fucking tough. And I'm like, hey man, is everything okay over here? The girl's like, no, he hit me. I'm like, well, that's not cool, man. And he goes, who asked you, faggot? And I was like, he even used the soft A pronunciation. He must really be mad. So I go, hey man, no need for name calling. Like I'm a fucking kindergarten teacher. And at this point, the girl realized I was a total pussy, and she's like, just run, get out of here before he kicks your ass. So I took off into the night with my headlight. I told my mom that story, and she was upset that I used the word pussy. But she was amenable. She said, I realize you're doing comedy. You can say whatever you want, but just don't say the C word. Because once you say that, you cross a line. There's no coming back. You're dead to me. I'm like, Mom, that's really unfair. What if I think of a really good cunt joke? Speaking of cunts, I used to do this anti-Semite. We got along great. It was really going fantastic. I thought her interest in the work of Dr. Mengele was a morbid curiosity. Turns out, one day she says to me, I can't date you anymore because, you're Jewish. I was like, well, what do you mean? She goes, I want my kids to be raised in the church. I want them raised Catholic like I was. I was like, whoa, hold on, what the fuck? Come on, listen, I got desperate. I said, listen, I'll tell you how we faked the Holocaust. Please, just don't break up. But it didn't work. I guess she didn't want her kids to be successful. But at least they'll get molested, so... So yeah, I've been in LA for 5 years. I still talk to my mom every day. Talk's probably the wrong word. It's more defending myself against her onslaught of Jewish guilt. She's like a Bond villain, like, Mr. Bond. I will destroy myself unless you move back to New York. She's like, no, she literally calls me. She's like, Noah, I feel bad for you. Why, Mom? Well, if anything bad ever happened to me, everyone would know that it was your fault. What the hell are you talking about? Well, right now I'm at the train station. There's a train coming, and if I was to jump in front of it, everyone would know that it was your fault. Because I'm so upset that you live in California. I guess parents are talking letting their kids go. I became a parent of sorts recently. I adopted a dog. I rescued a little puppy who was sick with pneumonia. And I nursed her back to health. So I call my mom and I tell her I think she'll be happy. She says, how are you going to take care of the dog? You can't even take care of yourself. If you want companionship, get a girlfriend. I'm like, Mom, a dog only shits on the floor. A girlfriend shits on your whole life. So now she's in tears. She's crying because it means no grandkids for a while. Everything's just a joke to you. Everything's so funny. Maybe if I was a dog with a lung infection, you'd care about me a little bit more. Unbelievable, right? But I nursed the dog. Her name is Susan. Nursed Susan back to health. She's loving life now. And somehow along the line, she became a reverse racist lesbian elitist. I don't know how it happened. She only licks black people. She can't stop sticking her nose up girls' dresses when I take her for walks. And she only rips up copies of the New Yorker that I have lying around. And so I think she went to Wesleyan or something. So now Mom, she's accepted Susan as part of my life. So now her last final jab, she calls us, is Susan embarrassed to tell her friends at the dog park that her father's unemployed? I mean, it's not like I'm not trying to find a job, though. I have all my friends sending me job listings on email, and I get these listings. In the entertainment industry, they've adopted this terminology, looking for a rock star assistant. Looking for a rock star assistant to the CFO of a busy studio. Rock star assistant to a literary manager. I mean, is that what his literary manager really wants? Does he want an assistant that's going to come over and snort coke off his 15-year-old daughter's ass while jamming a live eel into his wife's vagina and burning his house down? So I would love just once get called in for one of these interviews, show up, be like, wow, you're in a rock! I'm a highly motivated team player who thrives in team setting. 400 words a minute. Woo! But it never makes any sense. Thank you, it's my time.